Hi there, and welcome back to our kitchens this morning for another episode with Jill and Amy. We are lifestyle coaches for the ECHN Diabetes Prevention Program. And throughout that program, we talk a lot about food, something we all love. And today we're going to share with you some ways that you can cut some calories off of your day without sacrificing flavor, without necessarily changing what you're eating, and that's by rethinking your drink. So by the end of this video, you'll have 4 great options to kind of refresh yourself throughout the summer, throughout the day, with different drink options. So one of the ways I always start my day is with coffee. Typically I add just a little splash of almond milk. I do add a sweetened almond milk, but you can use unsweetened. But I have recently discovered something that is pretty popular on the internet called Dalgona coffee, which is a really nice treat in the afternoon or when it's really hot out. So I'm going to show you how to make that. It's going to look like a fancy coffee shop drink, but you can make it right at home. So I have here a glass of milk. Again, I've used mostly ice and then probably about 3/4 of a cup of an unsweetened almond milk. You can use skim milk, 1% milk, soy milk, whatever you happen to prefer. And then in a little mixing dish here, I put in 1 tablespoon of espresso powder. I've heard you can also use instant coffee, but I haven't tried that. I like a little extra kick from the espresso powder. And 1 tablespoon of sugar. And then I added just a little bit of hot water. No need to boil the water. I just had it right from the tap. I got it really hot. And then I only put 1 mixer on my little hand mixer here. If you happen to have a little hand mixer, or I've heard if you want to get a little extra physical activity, you can even do this by hand. But I just put 1 mixer in so that it would fit in this smaller cup. And then I blended for about maybe 2 to 3 minutes until you get a nice froth. If you are a baker, you'll kind of start to see some peaks forming in that froth. So it almost is the consistency of Cool Whip, maybe. And then I'm going to take this frothy deliciousness and just scoop it right on top of the milk. This is the part where, you know, you might want to get out your camera, take a picture. Instagram worthy here. And voila, a fancy coffee shop drink. I always like to take a picture while it looks pretty like this and then blend it together. And it's going to be kind of a nice light, airy, iced coffee, full of flavor, but low in calories as well. So now I'm going to send it over to Amy for another option if you're not a coffee drinker, or even if you are.
Hey everyone, so iced tea is one of those staples of summer, and we're going to talk to you a little bit about how you can vary your iced tea and keep it low in sugar and high in flavor. So you can start with your own just plain regular tea like a Lipton. We definitely recommend brewing it yourself instead of using the powdered iced tea mixes, because that has a lot of added sugar that you can't control. So start with your own brew, and then if you do need a little bit of a sweetener, we would recommend that you use a natural sweetener like a stevia, trying to stay away from the chemically based sweeteners. But then you could also add some fruit like raspberries or blueberries. You could muddle them into the glass first before you pour your iced tea in, and that'll add some natural flavor to it. If you want to make it even easier on yourself, you can go ahead and buy a tea, especially an herbal tea that's already flavored. This is a pomegranate raspberry with matcha. There's so many different ones out there, and the herbal teas normally are caffeine free. So once again, that's going to help with hydration over the day. Start with this and then just slowly add a little bit of sweetener or more fruit to it till you get it to the taste that's good for you. So we're keeping it low in calories and then high in flavor. All right, Jill, why don't you give us a little bit of a rundown on another midday option?
So if you're the type of person that likes to either have soda or just likes a little bit of bubbles, or maybe you're just getting bored with plain old water, another great option is to make a little seltzer spritzer. So I just have here just a plain 0-calorie seltzer. I'm going to add that to a glass of ice. And there are endless options here. But if you're used to that flavor of soda and you find making the transition to seltzer just isn't working, this is a way to maybe ease yourself into it. So then I have just a little bit of 100% grape juice. So as you can see, I'm not adding very much here, maybe a tablespoon or two. It makes it look really pretty. And then for even another burst of flavor, I'm just going to take a little slice of lime, squeeze that in there, and then let's say we're not social distancing and you had company over, or maybe you have company over and they're 6 feet away and you want to make it even fancier, you can add that little piece of lime to the edge of the cup and it looks all fancy and festive, a great kind of refreshing way. My guess would be maybe 5 to 10 calories total in this drink, but it's going to give you a little bit more flavor than just a plain seltzer. And I love that you can customize it. So take the flavors that you really enjoy, mix it up, lemon, lime, orange. You can add just about anything you've got on hand, and you've got a nice, refreshing summer drink. And Amy has one final way that you can add a little bit more refreshment into your day.
Great. So I'm just going to play off what Jill just showed you guys. She started off with a mocktail, right? So if you want to move into a cocktail because you're social distancing and having friends over for a barbecue, or it's just, you know, Friday afternoon and you and your spouse feel like having a cocktail, you can go ahead and take what Jill just showed you with the seltzer and some juice, a splash of juice, and add a nice light white alcohol to it, like a vodka. Tends to be lower in carbs and calories. So definitely, you know, do a Google search and find out all the lower ones. A light rum could be an option too. Definitely add your own fruit citrus to it to flavor it up. A great idea is to make your own margaritas with actual limes and a little bit of sugar if you need it, but start with more basic natural sources and then add your alcohol to that. The other option is doing a spritzer, a wine spritzer. So your white wines, especially the ones with bubbles, Prosecco or champagne, are going to have the lower amounts of carbs. If you even want to make it less carbs, you can cut it with that seltzer and maybe add some fruit slices, kind of like a light sangria, which is a great way to keep control of it. And the other suggestion is to always alternate between an alcoholic drink and a glass of water. It allows you to still be social. It allows you to be able to pace yourself through the afternoon or the evening, but you're giving yourself an opportunity to rehydrate after having an alcoholic beverage. So we hope that these tips are easy for you. You might start off with just one of them and just kind of explore ways that you can cut back, because there tends to be a lot of calories in our drinks. And that's one of the easiest ways to pull back without having to start going into your actual food nutrition. Jill, you want to finish it off for us?
Absolutely. So we hope you enjoyed these options. And if you are interested in exploring more about this program, you can visit us at echn.org/blockdiabetes, or send a message or comment on the link here. And in the meantime, cheers. We hope you enjoy the summer ahead.